Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, nerdlings of all ages, we have a massive game for you here today on Ohana, spawning in the top left position as the green Protoss, adored by his fans worldwide. Can he make it here at Dreamhack Valencia? Ladies and gentlemen, we have Grubby. He's going to be going up against a WCS national champion in the bottom right-hand corner. This guy is no slouch, spawning as the Blue Zerg here on Ohana. Let's welcome Mao's Protosser. So both really strong players here, and very big hype. This is undoubtedly the game of their group. And I have very little doubt that the winner of this best of 3 series is more than likely going to finish their group top. So this is going to be so unbelievably awesome. Not too much going on for either side at the moment. Of course, we typically see Forge fast expands from Protossers. We typically see pools first into second and third hatcheries. Is this actually the first normal PVZ we're going to be seeing all day here? And there goes the pool down from Protosser. And there goes the Forge coming down from Grubby. Interestingly, in the back of the main base. So he's not actually making it at his ramp. There's no pylon over here. So I wonder if Grubby is doing something out of the ordinary here, or if this is just the positioning he personally prefers. This is pretty awesome stuff. Really cool. And we have got the natural hatchery going down now for Protosser. And no doubt, at some point soon, he will be going for his third base as well. And we have got the probe making the Nexus at the natural expansion location. And I think he's going to be making an additional, there we go, additional pylon at the wall. But for some reason, he does not want the Forge. He probably doesn't want upgrades being sniped off later on in the game, especially by roaches, when the Forge is part of the wall off here. So I think this is just Grubby's personal preference. Of course, some people prefer to protect the cybernetics core at the wall so that it can't get taken out by roaches as well, and that means you don't accidentally get into a position where you can't make stalkers or sentries. So a little bit of personal preference there coming out from Grubby. But otherwise, everything looking fairly normal. Going to be grabbing both of his gases so far. Still no gas from our Zerg player because we do see a wee little drone here going to be popping around to the third base location, along with a couple of lings just to prevent any probes from denying, but he will see that everything is just fine. Sending the lings around the back as well to make sure there's no hidden pylon there in case a cannon is forthcoming. Great scouting by Protosser here, doing a very good job indeed, just being very thorough. We now have an Overlord chilling out and the main base of Grubby. And he can afford to do this right now because he knows that there's no gateway just yet that can produce a stalker to ward him away. The gateway now just completing at the ramp. He's actually going to be walling off with 2 gateways. So the cybernetics core is also being protected by Grubby here in the main base. He's going to be putting that down next to the Forge. And Protosser, of course, sees this with his Overlord. So things looking pretty standard so far in this game. Grubby showing a lot of thought into where he places his buildings, which is fantastic. And Protosser playing a very solid ZVP opening as well. Will this go all the way to Mothership versus Broodlord kind of compositions in the later game? Ohana, not the biggest map in the map pool, so it's possible that we could be seeing some sort of timing here, but it looks like Protosser is perfectly intent on taking up at this moment in time. Oh, pardon me, that was a double extractor trick. For some reason, I thought he was going to be taking all of his gases simultaneously. He still hasn't taken a gas, you see, so I'm kind of expecting one to pop down. But we do have, where is it? It's over here in the main base. We have a Stargate going down for Grubby. Excellently positioned here because he has a pylon over here on the cliff edge, so he knows whether an Overlord is going to be coming in to scout from the bottom. However, this Overlord from Protosser might be making his way up to around this location here, after which he should be able to go in and spot the Stargate. So we'll keep an eye on whether he is able to do that in the near future, and we are actually taking those 2 gases at the natural expansion now for Protosser. Still no gas taken in his main, though, interestingly enough. So we're only on 2 gas, continuing to drone up. The current worker count is 40 to 46 in favor of our Zerg player, of course, from those 3 hatcheries. Very, very useful indeed. And Grubby's going to be grabbing a few sentries to defend with in this early game, not wanting any early aggression to sort of catch him off guard. And here comes the Overlord directly on a collision course with that Stargate. And we're going to see some Phoenixes pop out as well. Is Protosser going to turn away? No, yes, he sees that there's chrono boost, and he actually sees that it's a Phoenix as well inside this Stargate, so he knows exactly what Grubby is up to and will be able to prepare accordingly. This Overlord is Hero Overlord, even getting out of there with 37 hit points. Great reactions there from Protosser, and one of the many reasons why he is WCS champion. Grubby now completely completing the wall off there with another pylon at the front of his main base. We can see that, oh, interestingly, Warp Gate research has not started for Grubby yet. So, it's not going to be going any sort of gateway aggression anytime soon. He's getting a 3rd gateway and a robotics facility, but still no Warp Gate. There we go, now getting started. And I wonder if that was a little bit later than he otherwise would have intended. We're getting 3 Phoenix at the moment and going to be grabbing a 4th one as well. Is he going to go after 4? Is he going to try and get even more? And at the same time, rather, he's also going for that Twilight Council. Where's the Twilight Council? There we go. Was it cancelled or something? I swear I saw a Twilight Council in the production tab, but I'll take a look at that in just a moment because I want to take a look at what Protosser is doing at the moment. He's gone up to 4 gases, still ignoring the gases in his main, so obviously wanting to mine out at his 4 bases that are further forward first. Here come the first 4 Phoenix, and they are going to pick up a queen, but the Spore Crawler is doing a decent job there, actually. Will he be able to get the queen? Yes, they managed to get 1 queen down, and picking off an Overlord as well. Trying to pick off a couple more drones, but these Phoenix are on such low health right now. Grubby has to be very, very careful. Still more Phoenixes being constantly produced by him as well. And the double Evo continuing to get those upgrades, although only out of 1 of them at the moment. There we go. Melee upgrades being researched at the 2nd one, and the Phoenixes move into the main base, where once again the Queens are standing right next to Spore Crawlers. So Protosser doing a decent job here of trying to ward away the aggression from Grubby at this point in time. And another bit of micro, excellent bit of micro. They're forcing 2 lifts to attack each queen, but Grubby relentless with these Phoenixes. In the meantime, if we take a look at his main base, we actually have the robotics bay going down, and there's the Twilight Council. Don't know why I missed that earlier, and he's going to be going up to Colossus Tech. So it looks like Grubby is effectively teching to all of the things at the moment. The only thing we're missing at the moment is a Templar Archives. He's also going to be putting down his 3rd base as well, which is potentially risky to this Ling run by, but I think Grubby should just about be able to hold it with good force fields from those sentries. And here we go, getting us around. Will he force a cancel? Good force fields, but is it going to be enough? Oh, there we go, completely donutting the Nexus. That's exactly what Grubby needed. These Phoenix are not going to come in too handy, unfortunately, because those Zerglings would just take too much energy. And no, it looks like the cancel might actually get forced again as well, but he's gonna surround the Immortal instead. Really good pick off there. Picking up his own Immortal is Grubby. Great micro, and oh my goodness, he's gonna be able to save the Nexus as well at this rate. He needs to be careful. Protosser realizing this, gonna be pulling all the Lings back, just forcing a cancel at this point, and not getting the cancel. That is absolutely huge. Grubby not able to make the cancel work, lifting up his own Immortal once more. Really, really great micro, keeping them alive, but unfortunately getting the 3rd base taken care of in the process. And Protosser has an Overseer in the main base, but he hasn't yet moved into the right-hand side to try and take a look at all of that tech. Grubby, though, with a decent number of Zealots right now, is he able to take out all of these Lings? It looks like Protosser is feeling a little bit confident at the moment. Will he be able to take all of this out? I'm not so sure. 3 more Zealots get warped in, and yes, it's actually looking like these Lings are going to be able to overwhelm. And Grubby instantly gives the GG. His overinvestment perhaps into air, just not enough to destroy the ground forces. As Protosser denies the 3rd once again and gets the 2 Immortals. So Protosser, with a little bit of an upset here, arguably, goes 1 game up against Grubby.